Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're coming like a hurricane. Pull a curtain back, everybody wants to get some. A surprise attack, you and me together coming at you like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
Hold up, coming out of me lightning bolt electricity. Slow up, tearing at the seams, yeah, I see it unraveling. Pulling back the curtain.
Nothing much, man. Just waking up.
But they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different disguise. Feels like I'm on a desert island and it's Lord of the Flies, right?
Watch out for your neck, a wrecking ball is swinging heavy. With this adrenaline, it's coming out of me like a ball electricity.
Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it.
Yeah, well you can get it. Yeah, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up.
I hope to win, bro. I mean, his like I said, bro. Oh yeah, weekly.
I don't give it. Tell me what you want. You can get it.
Where is it? Where is the weekly?
I
Hold
try
on.
to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna
Weekly
see some more?
strategy.
See some more? See some more? See some more? See some more? Soul gonna rise when I leave this.
That's what it is. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again.
Okay, weekly.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me. Feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings. They on me. They rain. Yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be broken. Back on the rim, riding on rim. Came in off. Let's go now.
I'm gonna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down. Put y'all think run this. Miss she her black designer say Gucci Prada print. DOE I'm a kind of rich big Dolce Diva Donda the Tokyo Honda drink. Poppin' Dolce season new persona new pushback but I'm still gon' get that labels quaking.
Nope, I don't know do training. I be playing, bro.
Let's go, I'ma get.
Do that, do like it. I look at those training. Okay. Let me go put that bet on Packers though, man. It's crazy. I know, bro. What's up, bro? I'm finna give y'all a good game, though. I'm gonna look at weekly later on.
Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him, can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and if you crickets, I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws, throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, any know who to play with.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Harris Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And there it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there, and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Pickup of 2 here. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Second down carry for Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jones reels it in. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line in the defense.
Touchdown, Minnesota! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 37. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. great run here. He's across the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They get 40 on the big hitter. And it'll be first down, Packers. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. More coming up after this quick break. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Let's go now. Check go.
The throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Hardman with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Getting right back to it after that interception. He throws. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And that is a touchdown. The Packers make it a one-score game in the first half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has some space inside the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jacobs has the touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Packers tie this game at 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. McCarthy now, blitz coming. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing on third, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Hardman with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it sets up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his man, it's Kraft. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Moore with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Now McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And the kick by Folk is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. Hutchinson reels it in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here with Jones. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
They'll come out throwing. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Let's go. Go.
Again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Okay, ready?
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. Has it in close.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's in. Touchdown! The Packers push this to an 8-point game. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Packers push the lead to 2 scores now. On now is McManus to kick this away. Moore with a return. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Complete beyond the marker. Juke the defender. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little ice.
Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Reichert on for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. Now this could be the game right here. Down a score, they need to get this ball back. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Touchdown on an incredible return.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push the lead to 2 scores now. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Chandler now on the return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's got him. That's Addison. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Vikings losing by 9. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has his man, it's Addison. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. On the move, past the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pass is caught by Addison. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. Your 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. And now, once again, here come the Packers trying for 2. He's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Packers 52, Vikings 40. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing now. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. This time they're going to there, and they drop it. So this is a Packers win. And their start to the season not...
To win, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now.